White to the white, to the white.
The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to.
You're listening to.
This is
Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra.
Announcement. There will be a 7 days praise victory march by IPOB and Biafrans worldwide from Thursday 25th of June 2020 to Wednesday 1st of July 2020. Theme: all the people of Biafra shall shout great shout of praises to Chukwu Okike Abiama. The walls of Nigeria shall fall down flat. Joshua chapter 6 verses 1 to 5 and Acts of the Apostles chapter 16 verses 25 to 26. On all these days, only praises, thanksgiving, worship, shouts of victory, joyful songs will be given to Chukwu Okike Abiama. Call our Father Chukwu Okike Abiama sweet names, both in local languages and in Bible references, referring to his mighty works and power, such as I am that I am, ocean divider, ancient of days, impossibility specialist, glory of Israel, King of kings, Lord of lords, omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient, consuming fire, Elohim, Adonai, El Shaddai, Alpha and Omega, our defender, eternal rock of ages, Okechi, Ekwueme, Honorie Noreni, Chikadibia, Obatobie, Abasimbong, Tamuno, Ogene, Ayiba in your local dialects, and so on and so forth. No prayer requests or complaints or supplications or lamentations or intercessions or petitions or binding and loosing will be made. It's a season of celebration of our departure and everlasting freedom from Nigeria. Fasting is not included. Scriptures to read are Day 1, Thursday, 25th of June 2020, Psalm 65, Psalm 66, Psalm 100, and Revelation chapter 7. Day 2, Friday, 26th of June 2020, Psalm 8, Psalm 9, Exodus 15, and Revelation chapter 5, verses 7 to 14. Day 3, Saturday, 27th of June 2020, Psalm 18, Psalm 124, Judges chapter 5, and Isaiah 25. Day 4, Sunday, 28th of June 2020, Psalm 81, Psalm 136, 2 Samuel 22, Revelation chapter 1, verses 7 to 11 and 17 to 18. Day 5, Monday 29th of June 2020, Psalm 117, Psalm 138, 1 Chronicles 29, verses 11 to 20, and Habakkuk chapter 3. Day 6, Tuesday 30th of June 2020, Psalm 92, Psalm 118, 1 Samuel 2, 1 to 10, Luke chapter 1, verses 46 to 55 and 67 to 79. Day 7. Wednesday, 1st of July 2020. Psalm 106, Psalm 107, Deuteronomy chapter 32, 1 to 44, Revelation 18, and Revelation 19, 1 to 6. Chukwu Okike Abiama has given us victory over our numerous enemies and has delivered us by his mighty hand. To him alone be all the glory forever and ever. He said, prepared by Evangelist Susan Okike, signed by Mazi Oscar Okeke, head of IPOB Religious Committee. Shalom.
Respect to the Most High. Yeah. Biafra, the rising sun. Now you hear me now?
Everywhere in the world, Biafrans are fighting for freedom. Freedom, yeah. Biafrans, we know what we want. Biafrans, we know what we need. All we want is Biafra. All we need is Biafra. Our leader have tell us the truth. Now we know who we are. Osaflani is killing Biafra. Yoruba is looking for 10%. The world are keeping silent. They are cleaning our people.
No more one Nigeria. The amalgamation is over, man. All we need is Biafra.
I am not saying this because I'm a Biafra, but I'm thinking of the life we lose every time that killing innocent people, yeah, raping our women, yeah. Who doesn't know about the 10%? Who doesn't know about the oil well? House of Land is killing Biafra. Yoruba is looking for 10%. The world are keeping silent. All we want is Biafra. We want to go home. Biafra.
Biafra. Land of the rising sun. Bombo clan. It was good and evil and we chose good.
Yenegwa is calling Biafra. Anani saying Biafra. Ogoja is saying Biafra. Yenegwa is saying Biafra. Urobo is saying Biafra. Shekiri is saying Biafra. We want to go home. We want a freedom. We want to go home.
Tropical mix. Biafra, the rising sun. Bombo clan.
Yes, sir, once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscious people, wherever you are all over the world, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is still Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the Deputy Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, His name is Mazi Uche Ukafo Mefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State. And Anambra State is Biafra land. Mazi Uche Ukafo Mefo is the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. Of course, we find ourselves in Nigeria that is ruled by Hausa, Yoruba, and Fulani. A country that its foundation is laid on fraudulent materials. The citadel of corruption itself. Nigerians are thieves, they are criminals, they are not sincere people. Any country dealing with Nigeria harmoniously may be a criminal like Nigeria, except that they give them a distance. Nigeria is the only country in the world where you have a dead man fighting corruption for them. And all they can do as I speak is to set up security apparatus to shut you down. Free speech bill, hate speech bill, all these people are criminals. They are all thieves. Mazi Mefo say, IPOB, its headquarters is in Biafra land. Our land. And as such, corrupt people are everywhere. It will not enter this platform. It doesn't matter whether you understand or you don't understand. Yoruba will tell you, Wolon Komi, Kenke Basarenem, Kibilim. He is standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader. He is the Royal Highness, the King of Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Omoahia. Omoahia is in Abia State. Abia State is Biafra land. I must tell you that we can speak today. We learn from him. Chukwuka Kabiama used him to give us mouth. And anybody who will want to control our mouth, thunder will fire that person. Chukwuka Kabiama gave us mouth. But it was locked by the Nigerian evil enclave. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came and opened our eyes. Now we know the truth. He remained the one and the only man who stood up to speak for all our collective interest. I was born an Igbo man that is not an Igbo man until he made me understand the truth. And today, we are here. He is the director of Radio Biafra and Biafra Television. He is the leader of IPOB. And by the special grace of Chukwuka Kabiama, I am George Onyibe. I come from Delta State. Delta State is inside Niger Delta. And Niger Delta, my own Delta State, was inside Bende State. And my own Bende State, only God knows where we. In fact, we fall from heaven. But anyhow you want to see it, I am George Onyibe. And you can't take that from me. It's my father's name. I'm going to go ahead and acknowledge Chukwuka Kabiama, who understand that all our life as a people, we have been living in the prison of fear. At least anybody born from 1970 till this very moment, I can assure you that you have been living in the prison of fear. We are all afraid of the unknown. We are afraid of Nigeria, afraid of Fulani headsmen, afraid of Boko Haram, afraid of Miati Allah, afraid of Yoruba media, afraid of Nigerian security apparatus, afraid of the judicial system, afraid of the legislature, afraid of the executive. We are afraid of the water we drink, afraid of the food we eat. We lost hope in the doctors. We are afraid of virtually everything, the air we breathe, everything. We are afraid. Because this is exactly how Nigerian wants it. And then we get to a stage, everybody become idiots. Everybody become very hopeless. We are afraid of the pastors, afraid of Ogomo, afraid of everybody. It's okay. And now we are here, trying to correct this system. And believe me, we have not been in the business of freedom fighting. Yes. But that doesn't mean that we are idiots or we don't have sense. We do. And of course, when we call you idiot, don't argue too much because you are an animal. Idiot is a name of animal with little eyes, invariably lack of vision. And so maybe you check if you are or you are not. It really doesn't matter how you feel. We try to sound very polite as much as we can. But maybe somewhere in the future we are going to decide Fulani herdsmen approach or insult approach, which one will be better for you. But I swear before the Almighty God who made the heaven and the earth, we will upset the balance. And I can assure you, you are not ready for that. But what am I saying? There is a power that shapes our way. We cannot move until He asks us to move. We will not do anything until He assured us, you can go ahead. We have prayed a very long time for the emancipation of our people, total deliverance of our people, which includes complete expository of every idiot. It doesn't matter who you are, big or small. Because at the end of the day, they have been playing with our Mendola Oblakanta. They've been toiling with our intelligence. And now this is where we are. Nigerian can't lie again. Yoruba Gota media can lie again. Yoruba pastors can lie again. Or Gomon or Goinun or Gondioshin and Yama. You can't lie again. Nobody can lie. We all know the truth. It's just a matter of time. Everybody will have independent mind to speak. Nigeria, I can assure you, and the handlers of Nigeria and the romancers of Nigeria, all the 419 known or unknown, seen or unseen, in disguise or not in disguise, I swear before our time is up, all of you will feel our venom. Honestly, for those who are listening, let it be on record. We had no intention to undermine anybody. From Yoruba to Hausa to Fulani to Black American, Yellow American, Green American, anybody across the globe, every type of religious. It's not our intention to undermine anybody. We want to go home. And most of you are part of the reason why we are here. I didn't come here to speak big grammar because I know not how to do that, I must tell you. I didn't come here to sell personality because I actually don't have any. I didn't come here to make you know me or don't know me because it really doesn't matter. Honestly, let me thank you, Kokika Biama. Imela Chineke mo, imela onyenwe mo, imela Chineke akpata nekunwa na imela o. Imakwana senani neme mao, eze ma senani na gworia o, dadi ma senani nenyike o, eze mwe biaro buru eziokwu, chukwu edema, nedema, agbanwe, nedema, ulilanya ndị nsọ, nedema, ezemo, onye nwe medema o. Anyị na-aja gị mma o, maka n'eziokwu na ịmara mma ye, ịhụnanya anyị na gị, obiọma gị, o juru anya dadi o, inwe gị mgbanwe o, ọ dịghị onye dịka gị, ịbụ Alfa na Omega, anyị niile na-asị na nedema o. Ise. I must appreciate IPOB across the globe. Of course, you have been able to send a very ripple effect of hulubalu in the air, of course, in the airspace. Everybody understand we exist. Everybody know that we are here. It really doesn't matter how you want to accept us, but do not forget in the end that we want to be the author of our destiny. That is what has led us here. That having been said, we will move ahead to our topic this evening, which I simply titled Categories of Freedom Fighting. Categories of Freedom Fighting. Maybe we need to refresh our mind and understand where we are coming from. Honestly, there should be always time for re-evaluation so people don't lose focus and forget about where we are coming from. We have our brother, maybe this evening I'm going to mention name, and if you are not happy, let thunder fire you, or you take this mic from me, or you exhibit your stupidity, and then it will usher us into another form. So you accept it when I give it to you. After all, I am idiot, an animal, and I'm hopeless, and I'm useless, and I'm better than your father. That is how it's supposed to be. Idiot everywhere in Nigeria, everybody are pretending. Who the heck is deceiving who here? One of a Biafra man, I think his name is Tony Nade, he had been fighting for Biafra. trying to destroy the constitution of Nigeria. It may be almost 30 years. I was not born then. 30 years ago, I was not born. He was fighting and be fighting to destroy constitution of Nigeria. The constitution is still there, very fraudulent one. The people ruling us and keeping us in this condition, Obasanjo from Yoruba to Hausa to Fulani, they started ruling us at the age of 6 years. And somebody is fighting to bring down constitution. For how many years? More than 50 years. That is because you are not serious. Then we have some who are militarizing our freedom. They have been there. They build hotels. Of course, like Asare, he's doing well for himself. When he started fighting for Niger Delta liberation, I was not born, but I give it to him. He did his own part. But we are still in the same mess we have found ourselves from day one. And then we have others, Radio Biafra and Yemena, Radio Biafra International, Radio Biafra and the 24 Biafra. Many people are shouting Biafra, and then you have IPOB. But watch your time. Our time is going. Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani are doing juju. Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani are doing juju. Are you checking your time, or we are still living under procrastination? Of course, as a reverend, I must remind you, one of the most dangerous weapons Satan used for Christians is procrastination. Procrastination. Tomorrow, next tomorrow, next tomorrow, next tomorrow. And the more we linger, the more you have people who are here for freedom losing their mindsets. Everybody becoming an idiot. We have seen all these things before. We understand the difference between you are crazy and you are mad. We understand all these things. But Biafrans who are still reasoning, Biafrans who are still sensible, sometimes we get to a stage where we need to ask ourselves a question. This question is not to condemn anybody or meant to lead to our detriment, but it should be to help us to realign ourselves and tell us the truth. Because if you do not have the capacity to tell yourself the truth, I tell you, you will think you are deceiving other people. In the end, you will deceive yourself. Let me remind you, some people will think that they are invincible. Nigerians have thought about it. In their heart of heart, they will kill anybody that talk about Biafra. They will do this one to you. We will exterminate you. We will urubadize you. We will mechanize you. We will atarabatize you. But I can assure you, Nigerians are not smiling. They have resorted to diabolical means. So like I told you before, when you wake up in the morning, use cup of water to wash your head and say, oh, Chukwu Kika Biama, deliver me from Yoruba Juju, Hausa Juju, Fulani Juju, that in this journey to restore Biafra land, that my head may remain intact. Don't talk too much, because you don't know what you are getting yourself involved in. And the Bible says that who will be there who want to build a house without checking the cost? If you fail to calculate the what it will take to finish your house, you may be disgraced. Now, of course, that is why we have quantities of your in the civil engineering sector. Why am I bringing this? We are here. Some of you have been in IPOB more than 50 years before I came here. But we are here, and the journey continue. And let me tell you, if in your mind you think somewhere along the line the restoration of Biafra can be compromised, I will tell you tonight categorically and emphatically that this is the beginning and the end of peaceful agitation. If you have police brother, you have army brother, you have DSS connection, you have Yoruba political connection, all of them, release it on me. Believe me, I do not have the power of my own. But we represent the truth and the light. Nigerian understand, Yoruba understand, Hausa understand. There is nothing we have not seen in this struggle. Nothing. I have cursed Christian. They say I'm cursing Christian. They forgot I'm a reverend. That is why I keep telling you I'm a reverend. I curse Yoruba. They go back and say, don't curse Yoruba, don't curse Yoruba. I curse Hausa. They say, don't curse Hausa, don't curse Hausa. And I begin to tell them, okay, who do I curse? Nigeria. Who is Nigeria? And finally, I start shouting, I have Fulani blood. I have Fulani blood. So that all of you can be using your head. The last time I'm checking, we are the people being emasculated. We are the people being subjugated. We are the people being harassed. We are the people being embarrassed. We are the people who, a lot of people are working very hard to bastardize our blood lineage. which invariably will lead to the end of all of us. But until that time, you must understand that very soon we will not be speaking grammar. We have been talking. Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani are drinking coffee. They cross their leg and they are drinking coffee now, listening to Radio Biafra. It cannot continue that way. And so if you have not redefined your stand and your mind as far as this journey is concerned, to execute scatter when necessary, may the Lord be with you. Benedictions do us in circular. Hallelujah. Amen. That having been said, there are a lot of things area I want to draw our mind back this evening. And then let each one go about his lawful business or go to bed reconsidering certain issues. And of course, if you have what it takes, Yoruba, Hausa, or any saboteur to cut me off, please, you are free to do that. We make no apology when it comes to this Biafran phenomenal issue. How long are we going to allow them mess around with us and walk away with it? No way. Like I said, our topic is categories of freedom fighter. To fight for freedom simply implies to fight for life. And to fight for life means to fight for the world. And to fight for the whole world, because you really never know who the enemies are until the real fight begins. Almost every day, more than 18 to 19 hours every day, I keep my eye on the internet. There are a lot of things I can do, and of course I have younger brothers who can do better than me. We put our eyes on the line because we want to be able to read the time and interpret what is going on. And along the line, we see a lot of people who are coming up. All of us are freedom fighters. We understand that some are contractors, some are working for Nigerian government, some are freelancer, some are there to make money on YouTube, some are building a website to be collecting $10. And all of you, most especially the hopeless, foolish idiot, you are jumping up and hey, we are formidable, very analytical and analytics. Are we here to analytica? Showing swagger. Don't worry. And each time we notice and see some lunatic along the way of the progress trying to constitute nuisance, or somewhere along the line trying to become a clause in the will of the progress of Biafran agitation, of course led by IPOB, we point them out. But it's very pathetic that some people who think they know what they know, they are very connected, they mesmerize you. But George Onyibe cannot be mesmerized by any idiot. I will take the war to your father compound. I swear to God. I will take the war to your father compound. So don't be an idiot and think you can come and endanger our life. Everything we live for is gone. We don't regret it. We are ready to lose more. Don't be an idiot. Fall on the queue. Let's do the right thing and get out of this place. But some people will not understand. And so all of us are in arena. But most of us certainly forgot that we are surrounded by a huge crowd of witnesses. They are watching us. They are analyzing us. And one day you will be surprised. Men and women you never thought of will speak for you. Let me digress a little bit. I have high hope for blacks Americans. I have high hope for them believing that they are blacks and most of them were stolen from Biafra land. But something actually is wrong, and so I could only pray for Elohim to intervene so their eyes can be open. It will shock you that more than 90% of black Americans, of course I mean America, not African America, they are all Muslims. Let's put it together. If they are Muslim, not because they had bad intention for anybody, because they are blacks. Blacks are religious slaves or religious bigots. The love they have for Malcolm S made them embrace the Islamic Brotherhood. And now, if you want to check it arithmetically, you will discover that if their loyalty is to the Arabian nation, who are actually the people who manage the company called Islam, you see that anytime you talk against Islam, all the blacks idiots across the globe are angry. They forgot their father were a common native doctor. But of course, like I said, because of the Islamic Brotherhood led by Malcolm S, They all become Muslim. And the problem Biafrans have is Islamic problem. It's Muslims that are the problem of Biafra. They said they will dig the Quran into our Atlantic Ocean. They want to conquer us for Allah, rape us for Allah. And so as I'm talking now, almost all black Americans are angry because most of them are very idiot and mature animal. How I wish they mold the image of black man and tell us to worship. It will be better. But let me not digress further. Why I'm saying it is that when you come to freedom fighting arena, you must be able to be sensitive to your environment, ready to adapt when necessary. I have said this before, not because I want you to see me as anything. I was a wrestler. I wrestled for Bender State. I represented Nigeria in all African game. And if you are listening to me, go and find out who is the Lionheart. Of course, I was still a child then. I fought for Nigerian 58 and 48 kg, precisely. In Ogbe Stadium in Edo State, I am that man they call the Lionheart. That was then anyway. Why am I bringing it up? Wrestling is a very good language to explain life itself. Wrestling is a sport that applies the complete deployment of every part of your body. It has a lot of struggle. And one of the major things they teach you in wrestling is your ability to adapt your environment. You fight with leg and hand. Of course, I'm talking about American freestyle wrestling, not Kuruduma or any other type of wrestling. You kick, you bite, you break eye, you do anything. But you must be able to adapt. That is exactly how freedom fighting is. We have come to a stage, Yorubas are doing juju, Hausas are doing juju. Does the pastors and the Muslims, Ifa and Imam, not finish their 40 days juju to make sure those who are fighting against Nigeria is destroyed? Who are the people fighting against Nigeria? IPOB. Who are the people fighting against Nigeria? We who want freedom. We who want the dismemberment of Nigeria. We who hate corruption. They are doing juju. That juju in our language is called Ikbilonoma. These people can't speak with one voice. These people must spoil themselves. Let me tell all of you, you will not do anything. You cannot. The commencement is our watchword. The end of one thing, the beginning of another. After IPOB, nothing will be like IPOB again. Before IPOB, there was nothing like IPOB. We will redefine life itself. Don't worry. But believe me, what we talk about is not in the hand of any man. Chukwukike Abiyama is in charge. So when you are doing juju, you think your juju is working. You are an idiot. It's not going to work. And so there are a lot of criminals everywhere. All in the name of freedom fighting. Waiting we never see. I could only pray for God to help our leaders to be very sensitive and be able to see these idiots before they cause their own little damage in the struggle. We are not getting Biafra already. Some people are victimizing other people, behaving like Nigeria. Some people are dragging for position already. Some people think it's Alota Abogo Achopo Agadi. Some people think that they are Alpha and Omega. They are the hopeless and then we have different kind of law applicable to different people. Are you an idiot? Don't you have sense? Some people, they look at you as a small boy. Who told you I'm a small boy? Do you know my age? Were you there when I was born? You think you are older than me? I've been castigated and relegated to the background many times because I'm not in diaspora. But if your position in diaspora will not make you do the right thing here in Biafra land, you will understand when the time comes. And of course, what we are going through here should not look new to any of you. If you are Biafran, you are listening to me, it doesn't matter where your affiliation lie. Understand what we are doing here. It's not new. We are not the first. Of course, we may be the first country in Africa to activate the right to self-determination, but certainly we are not the first to fight for our right to self-determination. And I'm assuring you we will not be the last, honestly speaking. That having been said, other people who have been here before us, they had their own share of bacanism. Of course, if you understand English, Ndiara. If you understand what I mean, they are all there. But the watchmen are watching all of you. The watchmen are looking at all of you. Somebody will call you to order the day you least expect it. So respect yourself. Respect the dead. Understand this is not the time to show swagger. Let me tell you a little bit story. When we went to protest or have a rally rather to rejoice with Donald Trump having been sworn in as American president, that should be, was it not 2015, 2016, on the 20th of January? Forgive me, my brain sleep. We were there in Port Harcourt, rejoicing, believing that Donald Trump will stand on the path of righteousness to ensure that the total freedom and emancipation of the Biafran people is granted. The Nigerian terrorist army Boko Haram, led by Yoruba Hausa and Fulani, opened fire on us. Most of them were Christians, Yehudian, Shabbatarian, and then simple men like me. We were there. I saw brothers died. Midnight, we were moving their dead body, because Nigeria normally carry their dead body to do juju. They sell the kidney if they are not dead, or they use their dead body for ritual against us as a people. I have seen brothers fall. I have seen family reject dead body of their beloved son, and they tell him, we told you not to join Biafra. And I can tell you there are many things I can't do today, because some people who are close to me will threaten me. I will tell the police. People who are close to me. But it's a story for another day anyway. But why am I bringing it up? My brother, people have died. You don't do swagger on top of our head. You don't do swagger. Our leader made a statement in his last broadcast, of course, yesterday. He said, even though you are dying, don't raise money. So all the idiots raising money. You see, the dead of Biafrans are coming for all of you. Not to talk of you are running Kaba with us. Ordinary Aruchuku, all of you are afraid. But yet when I talk now, he said, we are formidable, we are formidable. Can you go to the oath I took? Can you go to the shrine and went and take oath? Even as a reverend? Nobody have the moral right to question me or judge me. But understand, it's not about me. We know a lot of mad people will come along the way. Madness is caused by so many things. Let me try and break it down so you get it into your head. When you have the privilege or you are a psychiatric doctor, understand that every madness have a category. There are madness caused by venereal disease, gonorrhea, gonococcal, syphilis. Psychiatric doctor can handle that. There are madness caused by Igbo. You need a witch doctor to correct it. If your madness is coming from goof, you need a native doctor to help you. If your madness is coming from some kind useless drug, you need to be quarantined, isolated. Then you get yourself. We look at you to know the kind of madness that is worrying you. So when we start curing you, we cannot make mistake with the remedies. Now you know what we are saying. Everybody, everywhere. It's very pathetic, very pitiful, very frustrating situation that most of you are not even sensitive. Now let's look at some of the stories of people who have been here before us, and so that after this evening you can go ahead and refresh your mind, and then decide whether you will come and kill George Onyibe, victimize George Onyibe, or you will repent. Decide who you are going to target next and blackmail, or you repent. Collect money from Allen Onyema or any other idiot Nigerian politician, maybe Atiku. Then you come and still deceive us. Do whatever you like. You have all it takes to deceive everybody. You think we don't know you? You think we are joking here on Biafra land? You are about to see something you have not bargained for. We don't threaten people. We don't threaten people. We make you promise. Honestly, believe me, I'm humbled. There were times in the Bible when Moses led the people of Israel to deliver them. He never did that because he found it a lucrative job. Moses was a man who bore the burden of his people. Moses, as an adult, understand that I am not a Nigeria. I am not an Egyptian, though he was the prince of Egypt. Though he was heir to the throne of Pharaoh. Because Pharaoh Ramses would not have been king or Pharaoh of Egypt if Moses has not turned down the throne of Egypt. And the Bible said that Moses was looking for a city where the builder is God. Honestly, I believe Mazen Nandekano would have been in London doing big boy. Maybe some of us by now will go to airport and help him carry his bag. He has access to Nigerian system, political platform, but he chooses to do what he's doing. Of course, we understand what it means to have love for your people. He rejected Nigerian ABGA, he rejected Nigerian PDP, he rejected everything Nigerian and said, my people must go. Believe me, the journey is not easy for him. One day I will tell him the location I was in one of his ordeal and travail in the hand of the Nigerian security Boko Haram apparatus. We were three of us that saw him. But he didn't know we were the one. We looked at him. What they were doing to him, leave the story for another day. You'll be shocked we know some things you think we don't know. We are who we are. And anybody would have given up in those instances. Honestly, I remember Chidibe Rongudiwe, Benjamin Madubugu. I remember David Nwa-Wisi. I remember Brachi Mezier. I remember John Chukuma, others who are locked up in different dungeons. I remember Ikechukwu Guoha from one set to another. And of course, most of you don't know that I've been arrested by the DSS 3 different times. The last time they heard me, DSS, yes, you are hearing me. You have arrested me 3 different times. In each of them, you left me. Even the last time they arrested me, from 10 o'clock to 4:30, they couldn't believe I'm the African rep. They were making calls, scrutinizing me, peeping me up and down. They couldn't hear me. From 10 o'clock in the morning to 4. Because I'm a mystery you can't solve. And now you know. Let's leave that side anyway. So, I have seen their pain. I have been in their position. We don't tell you what they told us. We tell you what we have seen. We touched him. We handled him. We feel him. And we know what is at stake. And so when Moses moved on to fight that the children of Israel may be free from bondage, the moment he came back, the affliction of the children of Israel increased. And now, because their affliction increased, he led a certain kind of opposition against Moses. Those of you, of course, who are Christian and who have read your Bible very well, not just paraphrasing, you will understand that you have people like Dathan and Abiru, among others, who were Israelites, and they fought very hard to make sure that the children of Israel, their people, remained slaves in Egypt forever. When we talk about Prophet Balaam and Balak, you people will think that they are foreigners. No, they are related to the Israelites. And then many biblical figures and men and women. Of course, Miriam and Aaron actually almost betrayed Moses. And so while Moses was working to free the people who are supposed to be helping him are dragging him down. How do they drag him down? Dragging him down or bringing him down is not just ordinary strife opposition. No. They compromise him. They frustrate Moses. They lie to Moses. They gossip to Moses. You can imagine somebody who is supposed to... Okay, let me rephrase it. All the time I walk close to our leader. When he asks George Onyibe, go and do this thing or do that thing. And of course his decision is final. But I will not fail to humbly tell him, sir, I thought if we do this way, it would have been better this way. Now, for record purposes, I remember when we were having crisis in Delta State. Our leader was so angry from Kuje prison. And he said he was going to shut IPOB down. And I called him and I pleaded to him. Leader, don't do it, please. He said, this nonsense is too much. I pleaded with him. And I said, allow me to weigh into the matter. And I will get back to you. And he said to me, go, look into the matter. Find out what the problem is. And when you are done, let me know. But if they fail to comply, do what I ask you to do. I weighed into the matter. We had peace in the end. Because when I fight for everybody to win. I don't fight to victimize anybody. Because in the end, before the end of this journey, you will see we need mad people, we need crazy people, we need scatter, kidnapper, militant, we need everybody. Because you never have idea the number of enemy that are waiting for us. But today you have the privilege to be close to a leader, for instance. And a leader tell you, oh, I'm going to kill Michael. You say, yes, kill him because I don't love him. Thunder fire you. Thunder fire you. You are part of the people frustrating this project. Chuko Kikabiama will kill all of you. Nonsense people everywhere. Let me not digress further, having passed that message. Now, let us continue. Moses was so frustrated that he lost the promised land. Jethro advised Moses, you can't be handling all this matter. Moses, please, appoint men to look at these affairs for you. And that was when Moses was relieved. And so God took spirit from Moses and placed in 120 men. But even at that, the frustration of the people of Israel on Moses was so hard that Moses have to disobey God. And God said, no, you will not enter this land. Moses did not commit any sin. No man as righteous as Moses. The relationship he enjoyed with Elohim, nobody have had that encounter from the beginning of the Bible to the end, aside Yehoshua. And so Moses, as a freedom fighter, understand the enemies will be everywhere. He was not ready for them. But we thank God he had a good successor, Joshua. A man who was, could I say, the descendant of Issachar, who was among the watchmen, standing on the city gate and watching every idiot. You will see what you have not prepared for. Believe me, sometimes we may need to fight war in Biafra land here. And when we are done with ourselves, the enemy will know that they are in trouble. So when you are yapping and using your data to misbehave, understand that we may not have money to buy data. But there are certain things we can do you cannot do. Nkenjika, kanjika. And then let's go back to America. There was need for them to fight. And this fight, Americans have to encounter three major people. You have the patron, you have the loyalist, and you have the ordinary man. In American Revolution led by George Washington, the British government, as the rapist as they are, was raping America. Every slave in America were being oppressed. And few good men, like you have few good men in IPOB, decide to stand up against the imperialist, the British government. And one of those people who led this revolution, of course, George Washington. I'm still trying to find out if he is a slave owner. He was among the group of the first category known as the Patriots. The Patriot wanted British government to get out of America so America can become self-governant. Americans can be the author of their destiny. And while George Washington and his friends who understand the need for freedom were fighting for freedom, there were still another Americans whose children are enjoying America today who mounted very strong opposition against the Patriots. They call them the Loyalists. The name look very beautiful. You think they are loyal to America. They are loyal to the Boko Haram Fulani herdsmen, Miati Allah. Their loyalty lies in the hand of the terrorists, the real imperialists, the British government. Now you know. So while the patrons of America were fighting Britain far away from their continent, they still have the loyalists to fight right there in their own home. So while IPOB is fighting Nigeria and her allies, inside IPOB and every department of IPOB, you have Nigerian loyalists. And then you have the categories of ordinary men. Ordinary men, they depend on God to help them. Today, many of you are ordinary. Not because I'm more formidable than you. You've not been able to make your stand. 70% of Biafran youth are controlled by Yoruba pastors. So you don't have brain. What I'm saying now is entering your head. But you just remember what Daddy G.O. told you. So you are going to resist it. No, I can't join these people. They are jobless. Our job, we have job more than your father. I have been privileged to give employment to about 147 workers at the same time. I have paid 147 workers at the same time. And then you should understand the kind of person that I am. But of course, believe me, I find it difficult to feed these days. To pay school fees, I have to sell some of my property anyway. But that is not your business. We don't regret what we have done. And we don't expect everybody to die, so Biafra will come. Let few people pay the price. But others must understand that what we bled for, what we died for, what we struggle for, what we are shouting for, is for the benefit of the next generation. Get it into your head. And so 70% of Biafran youth are controlled by Yoruba pastors. And when I come out, I talk about it. You say, no, don't cause Yoruba. Oh, you don't cause you. Thunder fire you. Nonsense. Now, no get sense. I'm trying not to shout this night so that I will not go and make mistakes, because I'm not happy. And having said that, the common people, others are just simple men and women. Honestly, I support what you people are doing. It's just that I don't know. I can't figure it. It's okay. We understand. The most important thing is that you are a Biafran. And most of them, at the end of the day, because of the precarious situation they have found themselves, can easily be compromised. Others are hardcore saboteur, working as a loyalist. Do you know, after the independence of America, there were a serious fight between the patriots and the loyalists? That the loyalists were confined to a particular area in America? Let me leave them before I cause problem for them. But they fought. Men and women of goodwill, they fought. My prayer is that one day America will truly rise up and live up to its true creed. Its true creed simply means that no man or woman should be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. Because the golden rule is simple: do to others what you want them to do to you. Now you know. And now let's move up a little bit. Let's check the Chinese. We also have the Chinese Revolution and how they encounter their fight. You have the Chinese communists. The Chinese communists were like the American patriots. The Chinese communists, they waged war against the same British government, the British terrorists, imperialists. The Chinese communists, while they were busy fighting to chase the terrorists out of their land, the same way we Biafrans are fighting to chase British government out of our land. Whoever told you Nigeria had independence deceived you. What we had is independence. What Britain gave to us is independence. You never have independence. And just like them, we are still fighting. The communists rose, like the patriot rose, like IPOB rose. But each of these people understand that there will always be people to antagonize them. From among the people, choosing from the people to frustrate the freedom of the people. And they were called the Kua Mantang. If I cannot pronounce it, don't blame me. But it is spelled as Kuomintng. They call them abbreviationally KMT. These KMT were led by the government of the Republic of China. So the sitting government that was working for British government made sure that China remained under slavery. But some few good men known as the communists stood up. And then you have the ordinary Chinese people. Just like you have many sincere Biafran people. They are sincere, but they are fighting against IPOB. Because there are ways cement right onto a man, but the end is the destruction. They fought. Today, the communists want freedom. I can tell you, if they want to do competition today, I tell you what China will do to America. I hope America is warming up. I hope America is warming up. But of course, of what use is it that you are world power to kill other people? What use is it that with all your advancement and achievement, the only thing you can think of is to threaten another? I understand that the true meaning of development is simple evolution of your tradition and culture from one stage to another. It's as simple as that. That is what I understand as advancement. It's not just about the tide road. It's not just about the good drinking water. It's not just about other technology attached there. The reason I said so is you can be drinking sewage water, very clean water, and I can be drinking water from the same place I poo, the same place I urinate. I drink water there, but it doesn't harm me because my body got used to them. In our Back to Your Roots, I think our next session, by the grace of God, we will look at certain things and it will shock you. Even though I drink poto water, I no go sick. I know they sick. In those days when we were children, we used to eat sand. As a child, Biafran child, if you never chop sand, I be say you never be better pecan. Somebody go shout, mama, they chop sand. I say, I beg you, leave them. We they chop sand. We don't do operation for appendix. Today now, your child will chew gopher. They start shouting, oh, it's appendix. How can he chew gota? We they chop sand. Who born our appendix? We chop sand, we shit them. We chop bottle, we go shit them. Now you just chop gota, guava. Oh, it's appendix. Anyway, let me not digress further. So your advancement is simply developing, evolving from one stage of your tradition and culture to the next. But these people, they fought. Whatever the difference is for them today, they've passed that stage. Here in Biafra land, we will pass the stage. Here in Biafra land, we will cross the stage. Here in Biafra land, we will overcome the enemy. Here in Biafra land, we will go home. Here in Biafra land, in the midst of the multitudes of the enemy, known and unknown, Biafra will be restored. And this is the solemn declaration that no matter what happens, have it at the back of your mind. Biafra, the land of the rising sun, must be restored. And if you are the idiot calling me, I will advise you not to call me again before I get angry with you. Well, you know I'm supposed to be serving my father nation at this time. I'm not opening my line. Why are you trying to frustrate me? Don't let me give you typhoid fever. That having been said, these three groups always present themselves in every freedom fighting platform. And each of them have the same issue, the same influence. Their decision to fight against their own people. We must not all forget not to make decision, not to reconsider the decision we make. Today we speak, feeling in the nearest future, let us look back. Those who have gone before us. As we speak today, let us prepare our mind for what is today and what is to come tomorrow. Believe me, the enemies will fight stronger. They are more connected. They are more sophisticated. They are more diabolic. Believe me, we have not seen their type. We have not encountered their kind. But believe me, we are here. Just like tomorrow. Because tomorrow will never end. Believe me, they threatened us that their bullet will blot out the sun. And we made a promise to them. In that case, we will fight in the shade. Believe me, we can do it together. No matter how much we have fallen to pieces, believe me, if we are willing, we can get the pieces back together. But I can also encourage you, if you don't care about it, go ahead and do your worst. But in the end, you will see that Biafrans are going, and there is nothing anybody can do about it.
Biafrans going to our home. Biafrans going to our home. That is why I promise land now, where we came from. We are going there someday. No matter what they do. We are going to our further. We are going to our further. Oh yeah. No matter what they do. We are going to our further. We are going to our further. Biafrans going to our home. Biafrans going to our home. That is why I promise land now, where we came from. We are going there someday. Killing innocent people. They are killing innocent Biafrans. They are killing little children. Oh God. They are killing innocent people. They are killing little children. They are killing little children. Oh God. Biafrans going to our home. Biafrans going to our home. That is why I promise land now, where we came from. We are going there someday. Listen to this song, Mr. Ignorant. Listen to this song, Mr. Hypocrite. No matter what you do, we are going home. Going to our land of the rising sun. Going to our home. Biafrans going to our home. That is why I promise land now, where we came from. We are going there someday. Someday we are going back again. Someday we are going over there. Someday we are going over over there. Over there. We are going over there.
This is a clarion call from Edith of Fossil Zone 1 in Abia Province. In the leadership of Mazinam Dekanu, we are in this platform for the restoration of Biafra because we are proud of the land of rising sun. Biafrans are blessed with natural resources, we are blessed with human resources, we are blessed with great technology, and so on and so never call for war, we never call for hatred, we never call for discrimination, but we call for peace, unity, love, freedom, which is our main goal. Biafra is an Asian nation which was earlier colonized by the British in the earlier 18th century. And Biafra nation has been foretold in the prophecies like Nostradamus 400 years back that a powerful prince will arise in the world at the trigger of the gun, that he will be the envy of other princes, and the other prince will try to subdue his arise, but all will be a failure to them. Biafra is an Asian nation that lies along the Atlantic Ocean of Africa with great potential of greatness. Biafra is a nation that will restore peace, liberation, future hope towards our generation. Our predecessors have fought their own, and we present Biafras are not going to relent or surrender to this struggle. We are determined to restore our holy land, which is Biafra, with one voice, one accord, one command, and one agenda, which is Biafra. We all thank Almighty Chukwu Okike Abiyama for his grace, protection, love, care, because we are all alive in the land of the living. God have organized a seeking peace province in Biafra land. Biafra, you are great indeed, the kingdom of God here on earth. We also thank our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the great prince and an icon, the liberator of this global struggle of our time, and his deputy Mazi Chemifo, and all the principal of state, coordinators, IGroup family members all around the world, lovers of freedom. This song is from AC Joe and Mary from Fossil Zone 1 in Abia province. Thank you all, and may Chukwu Okike Abiyama bless you all in Yahweh's name. Say,
Of course, we are going back home. There is nothing Yoruba or Fulani can do. There is nothing Sabutua can do. Of course, temporarily they may delay us, bring a certain feedback, but we must understand that in these fights, everybody is a suspect. Not until it's all over, it's not over. But for you don't have the capacity to accept the truth. Very difficult for you to acknowledge the truth. Anything you can do, go ahead and do it. Yeah, okay, many times you make it. Okay, our lines are open. Our WhatsApp line remains 070 815 45642. 070 815 45642 is our WhatsApp line. Our direct line is 081 221 52971. Our direct line once again is 081 221 52971. And the special number for the female is 081 288 58614. 081 288 58614 is the special number for the female. Yes, a caller on the WhatsApp, your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, Mazi. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. God bless you, Mazi.
Thank you very much.
I've been calling you, and then I'm so fortunate to get you today. So, Mazi, I really appreciate your work. I appreciate Onyendu, and I appreciate all the people that are working hard. My name is my man Ugo Onyibe. I am the national PRO of IPOB here in the United States. Precisely, I live here in Washington, D.C. That is the capital of United States. I am from Amibo. Amibo is in Olo. Amibo is the home of the tiger, and Amibo is the home of King Jaja. Mazi, I appreciate you so much, and I appreciate Onyendu. I listened to the preaching of Onyendu last time, and believe me, Mazi, I was so happy. Because, Mazi, we've been taking advantage of so much. We have been taking advantage of the least among us, the vulnerable, the poor among us have been taken advantage of in that contraction called Nigeria. Mazi, I am talking about not only in the Biafra land, I am talking about the Amajuris, that is in the north, by the imams the so-called religious people, man, they took advantage of these children, leaving them to be wandering on the streets, leaving them helpless. These children, it is not by their, God created them to be the way they are, to be beggars on the streets and be dying like flies. It is because the imams, it is because the politicians of Nigeria, of which 80% of the people that have ruled Nigeria are from the north. But they still marginalized this against these guys. They still took advantage of the poor people on the streets while their children are abroad going to school. So I am just asking the Amajeris, the Hausas that are on the street dying like flies. Even as at now, the Boko Haram is just killing them. I am asking them just to rise up and then go against these people who are oppressing them. That is the Fulanis. This is the Fulanis that migrated from the West Africa. They came to Nigeria because of the war that they had against the Biafrans. This is how these people were able to find themselves in Nigeria. And then they occupied the space of the leadership of the Nigeria. And then they are taking advantage of the indigenous Hausa people. And this is the people that I am talking about. As coming to our own, then I know they say he who is down don't need to fear any fall. And now I do not know the reason why our people are being scared. You have been wounded. You are a wounded lion. You have been starved to death. You have been killed. Your children were killed. 3.5 million children were starved to death. And then we are still talking and then talking and talking. So I am urging our people to rise up, because definitely by all means necessary, we are going to get the thing that belongs to us. And this is what we are fighting for. We are not fighting that we are fighting against the Yoruba children, or we are fighting against the Hausa children. We are fighting against the oppressors. And the oppressors are the imams, the politicians, the people that are taking advantage of us. That is the people that we are fighting. So I am using this opportunity again just to call on those people in the United States, our people who are here in this country, and see what is going on in Nigeria, how our people are being raped. I was looking at our sister who was gang raped by all these Fulanis. Then they did, and they have the audacity to put it in the air so that we will see how they rape our sister. And then people are still napping and then talking nonsense. It is all about them. But it is not the way. We are talking about the people that are killed. 3.5 million children that were massacred that nobody give an account of. The people that have been dying because they are protecting for their rights. This is the people we are talking about. We are not about the ego tripping. That is not what we are about now. We are about the Biafra and the restoration of the Biafra. We don't give a damn about whatever anybody is saying. So that is what we are fighting for. So I am asking our brothers who are in the United States, please, for them to go to www.ipob in USA, just to get information in USA how to belong to this our group. And if they happen to be around the USA, they can call me. My name is Mazi, my man Ugo Onyejaka. I am the national PRO, and my number is 301-343-1221. 301-343-1221. Please, urging all the Biafrans just to hang in here. This is what we see in the house of Onyibe. This is what we see in the house of Onyibe. Thank you, Mazi, and God bless you. Continue doing the good job you're doing.
God is faithful. Yes, sir. Good evening. Go ahead, please. The world is listening. Go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to call in.
Of course, you are on air. I think confusion somewhere there. We must continue. Caller on the line.
Good evening, Ma.
Good evening, Ma, from here. Go ahead, please.
Thank you, Yahweh, for how you people are doing the work. But thank you, Yahweh, for our leader, Mazin and the Carlo. Whom Yahweh is using mightily for the restoration of Biafra. Thank you, Yahweh, for the deputy. Thank you for the deputy. May Yahweh bless all of you. unu na-arụ ọrụ ndị ya wee nna anyị gọzie unu niile onye na-agba unu ume ị na-arụ ọrụ niile ndị a nna asị nna anyị gọzie unu niile n'otu n'otu gbaa unu ume ije ọrụ a ị na-arụ ọrụ a nna asị ka nna anyị gọzie unu niile ọ ga-emekwanye ka unu nweta ihe unu na-achọ bụ Biafra anyị niile nọ na-ekpe ekpere ka nna anyị mee ka anyị nweta ya ka anyị nweta ya anyị niile ga-aṅụrị ọṅụ n'ime ya ndị niile na-agba ya ụkwụ ya wee nna anyị ga-apụ n'isha ha niile n'otu n'otu nna anyị ga-eme ha agaghị ahụ Biafra ha agaghị ahụ ya ha na ha anọ ya na ntị mana ha agaghị ahụ ya anyị dịka ha na-agba ya ụkwụ na-arụ ọrụ sabo niile ha na-arụ nna anyị nke eluigwe gbaa unu mgbe ụmụ ndị Naịjirịa na-ewepụta oge unu na-ewepụta ohere unu na-etinye ihe niile n'ime ya ka ọ na-aga n'iru ekpere nwụkwa nna anyị gọzie unu niile ma mgbe ikpeazụ anyị niile ga-aṅụrị ọṅụ n'ime ya ike ga-agwụkwanye ndị iro anyị n'ihi ọtụtụ mgbe ha na-agba mgba na igbuso ụmụ Biafra onye kwu eziokwu n'obodo a egbuo ya onye kwu okwu Biafra na ala Biafra anyị nọ n'ime ya ka egbuo ya ọ ya mere o ji dịka ka onye ọbụla gbara nkịtị ma ọwụ ndị nọ n'ala Biafra apụtasịla ofe ahụ mana nna anyị nke eluigwe ga-emere anyị ama anyị ga-enweta ihe ahụ anyị chọrọ wee ṅụrị ọṅụ ka anyị ga-enweta Biafra ike agwụla unu site n'ike nna anyị gbuo unu ume.
Thank you very much, ma. Of course, the journey has just begun. The enemy of Biafra will understand that they cannot do anything. Caller on the line.
Okay. Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
I'm Mr. Manuel calling from Abba. Mr. Manuel is from Eda, Latin South. I appreciate all your efforts in Onyibe. From what you normally teach us every day, I think you've done more than enough to inculcate it, to tell us the right thing. And I pray that if you teach them, I will bless you.
Quite unfortunate, we lost that caller. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, Zoo Epileptic Network. As always, caller on the line. Caller on the line. Caller on the line. Caller on the female line.
Good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
I'm Chinyere. Chukwemeka. Hello?
Go ahead, ma.
Hello?
Go ahead, please, and stop listening to your radio.
I'm calling from Abba. I'm Chinyere. Chukwemeka, I'm calling from Abba. Hello? Hello?
Yes, a caller on WhatsApp. Are you there? Caller on WhatsApp.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Godwin Onyibe. I'm calling from Aba.
Go ahead, please.
I'm very, very happy to get your line this night. I've been trying this line since 2016, but it's not easy for me. So I'm very, very happy to get this line this evening. So about of what you are talking about, we are resolute here. Because what our leader teach us yesterday, at least I learned a lot. The man have already washed my brain. At least I understand many things now. So I'm very, very happy to get to this night. Now nọkwa na aba ebe a ndị na-ababe IPOB ka ha jishi ike banye
na IPOB. Onweghị ebe ọzọ, onweghị olileanya ọzọ anyị nwere ma ọ bụ na IPOB. Onweghị onye ọzọ nwere ike ịzọpụta anyị na-awụghị nna anyị Nnamdi Kanu. Ana m arịọ ụmụ okorobịa na ụmụ agbọghọbịa ndị nọ na-aba ebe a, ndị na-aba ebe IPOB, ndị ihe a na-ekwu na-efe ha efe, a na-ekwu ha anaghị aghọta ihe a na-ekwu, na-ejisi ike na-arịọ ha taịm arịrịọ agaala. Kịta awụzi mgbe a na-arịọ bata IPOB because mmiri a na-achọ izo ọ ga-ama ma onye ukwu ma onye nta, mana a na-agwa ha ọ na-adị ha ka ihe a na-ekwu ọwụ ihe egwuregwu. So I thank you a lot for what you have been teaching us. I say may God bless you and bless all Biafra all over the world.
You see,
thank you.
Our God is faithful. Are you there, caller on the line? Caller on the line, are you there?
Mazi Onyibe.
Good evening from here.
May Elohim bless. May Titi Okuke Abiyama Premier bless. Bless my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kamalo Odi. May Elohim bless King of Apara Ibeku. May Elohim bless Mazi Uche Okafor Mefo. May Elohim bless all the whole IPOB member worldwide, both those in diaspora and those in Biafra land. Mazi Onyibe, I've been listening to your talk. It's very, very fantastic and very, very marvelous. Back to your roots. It's very, very necessary. Mazi Onyibe, I can remember Agameketa oge anyị pere mpe. Ya bụrụ na ime ihe ọjọọ
Of course, as always, we lost that caller. Caller on the line, are you there?
Hello, good morning. Hello.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Good evening. I'm happy to hear from you today. This is my first time calling.
Congratulations. Go ahead, please.
I think I can make any ọma na-emere anyị na Radio Biafra. Nna anyị, nnukwu nna anyị onye Chukwu jikwara ngwa ọrụ na Biafra, asị nke onye nwe anyị gozie uche mefọ, goziekwa gị nwa n'ọlụ na-alụ jisi ike, onye nwe anyị ga-agba gị ume. Afọ m bụ Oluchi, ana m akpọ from Nnewi, Biafra land. Onye nwe anyị gozie gị n'aha Yeshua the Messiah. Amen.
You see. Thank you very much. Thank you. Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp.
Yes, my name is Prince. Yes, my name is Prince.
Go ahead, please, and turn down the volume of your radio. Move away from your radio, please.
Okay.
Move away from your radio, please. Go ahead, the word is listening. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Mazi Onyibe, good evening.
Good evening from here.
Okay, I'm Bukano Bona, Eshima back, but Eshima Abumwa Faruchuku, born and brought up Faruchuku. Mazi Onyibe, and I make the Uku Amatem, Yamarangin Apo, Unuba. Mazi Onyibe, my hair with him now over there on email. Ndeli Wundi Shanya, Anna, senators, Magogoti, Uyukuno Yenta, Hanea, I thought the game was I nature. Nke na abụmara bụ nwanne anyị nwoke nke a na-akpọ ohu abụ nwa ọ dị ụzọ megidere dara ọchịchị mepere ọnụ ya si na ị bịara ịlawa Arụchukwu na ọ imechi anya gị lọta Arụchukwu mgbe nka nna mara na ndị abịaghị fọ anyị nwa na ha bịara fọ dị akpa ha bịa bụrụ ha ebuju akpa ha egwu ha ma wekara obi apụta.
Of course, the Zoo Epileptic Network is doing what he knows how to do best. But we are here, of course. Are you there, caller on the line?
Good evening, sir. Three wise men.
Good evening, Ada. Go ahead, please.
I thank God. Lovers of freedom. IPOB worldwide. I love you people. The hardcore. I say God Almighty bless you people. I say God Almighty bless all you people. In Jesus' name. Hardcore. And I'm using this opportunity that this Biafra issue. Our leader have opened oil well so people to make for them to use it and be making money. But when as many that are using this Biafra struggle, making money on their own, they are eating blood money. They are eating blood money. I'm warning you people. By using this Biafra struggle, because a lot of people have died on this issue, and you people are eating this blood money and making oil well on this thing. One day, Amadoha will strike all you people that using this struggle and making money. That one have gone. And another one is this. All these saboteurs, all these people that bringing us down, like something like Wadrike Mbada. I don't call it. I'm not me and I call Mbada no Igbo. I don't know what they call Mbada no Igbo, but Wadrike is the Mbada. Meat. This Magmus or that I give 50% one certain time. That big now I'm giving you 0 is nothing. That pig head, the pig head. Issues that Magmus or that say that is not the property of our leader, Martin Nandekalo. And another one is this actually crocodile in creek. Crocodile in creek. Don't understand. Crocodile in creek. And another one. What I'm saying is this. Our leader said that we need 100 men. If we cannot see that 100 men, let us use women and complete these 100 men. Let us march on. For them to not be picking all these men that is use the women and complete the 100 men. Let us march forward so that we can restore our land. Look at this honor you tomorrow. That tomorrow. All the thoughts that blocking our road, let us remove them. Let us remove us. And another one that is talking in say last time, I'm not bringing you back. Because before I'm strong, but everything yes, I'm listening to it. Another one is saying that you are paying your receipt. Some coordinators are not paying their receipt, so they are not paying their dues, their monthly dues. You will see some coordinators, there will be treasurer, there will be coordinator. We don't know where we are suffering. I'm telling you the truth, is what I'm saying that I'm telling you. All this, we don't know anything one year now for that they do also. This is blood money. You people should keep your hands clean. We don't need this corruption in this Biafra land. Which kind of rubbish is this? And because that time you said that you are saying everything, I'm shocked. Please, another thing I want to say is all this media that speak in the radio, please, for you to when you want to call number, call the number the way you will call it a blockhead like me, so that even if I want to bring big, to copy the number, before you know it, the number will disappear. There's something that I want to contribute there, and I know I will not call again. Another time I will relax to not do this thing, that will call the number. And another one I want to tell you, this outer people. You people should rise up. You people should rise up. These Fulani people that are taking your land. Because before I used to hear that outer people is good. Is good. Is good. But now these Fulani people have just have already intimidated you people. Look at somebody that's protesting in Katsina. He said that this that indigenous people of Katsina is protesting. Now they have arrested that person. Wake up! Wake up! This is your right. Protect your possession.
Thank you very much.
Protect your possession. God bless you. Bye-bye, sir.
We must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yeah, my beloved brother from another womb. I got on the Biafra land. And I appreciate you, my brother, and I appreciate every hardcore Biafra, Onion and all his lieutenants, and those people helping and hacking to your voice. I say, make a keep all of them. Onion, we shall see Biafra. Mazi, this is not time of too much talking. Mazi, see, all these saboteurs, Mazi, I want to tell our people one thing. All the saboteurs in Biafra land, thinking that nothing will happen. Something must happen, oh, because all of us wade into this occult, they call it miscreant. All of us we don't enter into this occult, into this obuno, whatever they like, they call it. We are ready, we will answer. We are prepared, though. We are prepared for all of them. And for those of them that are thinking that this oath we are taking here that is not working, it is working, oh. It is working, oh. If you know the point here, you go see and tomorrow. Now oath, now gradual process, you go think they do anything we want to do.
The point is that many of them are not even under oath. Many of these
problem, my
idiots
brother.
are not under oath.
Yeah, Maz, they are not under oath, but at the end of the day, we shall see how it goes. Who will tell them, say, that land, now we get them. Now, you get as the talk of your own language for our work. Juko Kabe goes there watching heke. Obra Anyoma can go edge in a corner or taquia. Imagine I make with the call our people everywhere where they say make we carry all of them along go to avoid the hadaino, because that's now the worst thing will go happen to anybody. I matakwara. Make you avoid them now. Now I make with the come here they shout, make we carry everybody along. And I make you see Ogonye they come my brother don't come now shout to give you numbers. Me I they come here they call my people. Imo people and they try you. I raise my hand for all of them now. Elanya they cry for Elanya they cry for Umahia. Me where they focus my own now Nemo and all this Bakileke Ebony, all of them. I beg make on a tontinal, make on a listen to me. All these places where they call on a people want to na. If you there for diaspora and you are from Ebony and all this area I go mention now, call this number because I can those your brothers where they suffer for town, for village, and you there here think say they better. You know they better. I don't want to love where make on a try give them radio, make them get them. Because when everybody for Biafra land don't they get this radio Biafra, you know say we know say we don't start because when they wish to go blow, all man go hear them. And they expect waiting they happen for your domot, how you go hear them. Now when they hear this radio, they go be able to call, see what things they happen or see what things they happen. I beg, make we do the needful. All of them are from Oboro, Uduma, Mpu, Isiago, Ogu, Okbanku, Okbosi. I beg, make we do Okbosi, Akeze, Newe, Amasri, Mazi, see your turn, don't come here. Ndiabo, and Afibo. Mazi, tomorrow they go taste Agbo. Mazi Agbo day everywhere. If they hear that name, Ndiabo.
My community in Agbo is called Oweri. So what are we not saying?
But the day everywhere, tomorrow then divide and rule. See where this one come there, Ndiabo. He there for Ebonyo, and Agbo they here. All of us, like 10 people. I beg all these places where I don't mention. Make Kuchuko come and touch you now. Make on a call. You know too much now, 550,000 to 600,000. You give them radio, make them they hear them. I beg with the beg owner. Make on a wake up and make on a call this number from Imo and from anywhere where you there for Biafra line. Say you want make the same thing that happen for your place. You bring money 550 to 600. They go mountain for your domot. Make your people they hear. I beg. You know reach anything. I beg. Make God help on. Make we help our union. They help this leadership. They don't try. They don't stop. They don't try. Make we the hear radio. I beg the number not to call now +48 739 672 638. Make I call and JJJ +48 739 672 638. As on the do the guard, me eke kura go replace on our pause here. Make on a help us. So Biafra don't come. Thank you from here. Good night.
Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Go ahead, please. Good evening.
Mazi Onyibe, God bless you.
Thank you very much.
My wonderful African rep, full of power and wisdom. Chukwu Kabia Magoze Gozi Bigagoke. Obu Pastor Splendon Zike Chukwu Nekagene ya Neku. Ana m ekele Chineke onye mere ka Maazị Nnamdi Kanu pụta. Nakwa na-edu anyị na-aga. Ekele Chineke onye mere ka structure niile na IPOB dị sie ike because we are formidable. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Enwere teaching in your you told us that there is a teaching you gave us sometime. You told us that when we are talking about that one has to do with going back to the roots about songs, war songs, and then we also talked about Ikoro. Ikoro when Ikoro sounds, men will come out for different purposes, and it depends on the sound. The sound of the Ikoro will determine the message is passing across. Mazi Onyibe, with due respect, sir, I want to do that. All radio Biafra, we Ikoro, Biafra land. And we are so privileged that this Ikoro, when he's sounding the whole world. He's not only sounding in Biafra land. What a great honor. What a great privilege that we have. That when our Ikoro sounds, from you, from us, it reaches the whole world. Calling for the children of light everywhere. The last time that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave us a broadcast, where he said something I've been discussing with so many people since, I told them that we are not blacks. We cannot be called blacks. There is no way we should be addressed as black. The people that said we are black, they are racist. How are we black? They provided us with several colors, and they told us that is white, that is black, that is several colors. Their color is not white. How do they call the children of white, the children of light, black? No, it's unacceptable. Mazi Onyibe, we are privileged to have you. Look at me now, addressing the whole world, telling them that we are not blacks. If there is anything befitting to our color, we are golden brown. What we are is called golden brown. We are golden. They cannot tell us who we are. We tell them who we are. And we are Biafrans. We cannot be Nigeria now because Nigeria means darkness. I'm happy, I'm excited for the teachings and the provision of wisdom from God to our leader. In fact, there are so many things to say. We are so privileged to have you, sir.
Thank you.
Keep doing the good work. Keep doing the good work. God is with us, and we are marching on to Biafra. There is no stopping us. There is no stopping us. For those of us, there are people that have been saying that our leader talked about pastors. I told them yes. Someone was saying that why are pastors not talking now? I said some of us are talking, and what our leader is very obvious. He explained yesterday that when few pastors are saying things, and majority of other people are saying different things, falling in being hypocrites. And I asked somebody that posted one lousy video on Facebook. I asked him, he was saying we all are hypocrites now. Nobody is telling Mazen and the Carlo that what he's doing is wrong. Nobody wants to talk because we all are hypocrites. And I have to myself, you see what you're saying? All of you are hypocrites. If you go to church and come back a hypocrite, hellfire is yours. There is no good. Our leader said it was a point blank truth. A point blank truth. So I'm happy that we are fearless before our enemies. We are fearless before those who are really bad. We are fearless before those who are myopic. We are fearless before those who cannot reason. We are fearless before those who don't understand what God is doing in our time. We are careless because I think you see, just the same way. God does not do with people who are careful. He doesn't work with careful people. Look at what happened in the scriptures. The Bible makes us understand that when Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, when they said the king, they said, "Oh king, live forever." We are careless to answer you in this matter.
I love that scripture, my brother. I love that
we
scripture.
We are careless. We don't want to know what to think or what you want to think, but we don't bow. We do not bow. We don't bow. We are children of light. We don't bow.
In fact, you have made my day. Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they look at the king in the face and say, "We are careless," because indeed God has not given us the spirit of fear, but the spirit of sound mind and boldness.
In the same bed, we are careless to answer the word over this matter. All we know is that Biafra we have, and Biafra must be. Biafra, we are not sensationalists. Biafra has been before the whites invaded us. They invaded us, they invaded our forefathers, they caused so many things. As a matter of fact, thank God, I'm so grateful for existing in this time. No wonder in the book of Esther, the Bible said, they said, it is for this purpose that we are existing in this time. We are here for this purpose, and that we must achieve.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you, my wonderful African rep.
God is faithful.
What you're doing is what posterity will pay. There's going to be a remembrance of what we are doing now. And in those days, we'll now begin to make people, begin to make people to know.
Thank you very much, my time is
and have. In fact, I'm so grateful for getting you. Thank you so much, sir, for being there for us.
God is faithful.
God will continue giving you wisdom and giving our leader wisdom, so that in every meeting you have, in every discussion that matters, wisdom of God will prevail. The ideas, everything, when you open your mouth, the Spirit of God will feed you on what you say. Congratulations, sir.
God is faithful.
Thank you for taking my call.
And of course, on that note, we will be drawing the curtain for this evening's segment. The truth cannot be overemphasized. I love the word this my pastor brother used. He said when Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego approached King Nebuchadnezzar, they told him, "See, O ye mighty great king, we don't give a damn. We don't consider how we respect you. We tell you the truth. Nigerians, an enemy of Biafra, will pass the same language to you. We don't consider your stance. You can come out and harass us, threaten us with intimidation and harassment. But believe me, God has not given us the spirit of fear, but the spirit of boldness and sound mind. It's only one thing that is holding all of us here. If Biafra go now, we hate ourselves. We go and be hating ourselves. If we love ourselves, we go home and be loving ourselves. But you threaten us with the barrier of the gun. You threaten us with death. In fact, you brought death to our doorstep. And believe me, after this heavy rain, after this heavy rain,
please let the sun rise.
Our lives are in danger, siblings and more that all day long we have been ruled by strangers. Give us Biafra. We are begging you, please.
There's nothing we can do without you. It's only you that will save my life.
Chico King and Biama, you are the one to give us Biafra.
has gone astray. Restore our land and heal our hearts. Save my life, save my life, save my life. Almighty Father, we are begging you, please.
We ain't seen living here in the zoo. Keep up them and set us free. We are begging you.
See my people stay a crying. Keep up them and we get dying. Save our land, we beg you, Lord.
Tears in my eyes every day, I dey cry. Nothing else I'm asking for, Lord, give me breath before I die. We need a better picture, a better future, a better future, the Lord.
Freedom, peace, what we want, nothing more, nothing less. We are tired of the zoo and your wickedness. Yes. Save our life, Papa.
Give us Biafra.
We are begging you, please. We are begging you, please. When your kingdom shall come, we will know we are safe. When your kingdom shall come, we will know we are safe. Father, Lord, we lift up our hands to the Lord now. To what the Biafra, glory, we are begging. Send our sons from the light. Send our sons to the light. Give us Biafra. We are begging you, save our life. Give us Biafra. We are begging you, please. Alele going, Iwe going, we are going. I know you can feel our anguish, but don't let us perish in the hands of our enemies.